Ladies and gentlemen, from the Michelob Ultra Arena here at the Mandalay Bay in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, we are set to go with a special featherweight attraction. And it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, Air Force Reserve, Bet Online, AutoZone, MGM Resorts, and JD Sports. Introducing your three judges scoring this contest from ringside: Adelaide Bird, Tim Cheatham, and Eric Cheek. And at the sound of the bell, your third person in the ring, referee Raul Caiz Jr. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red, white, and blue trunks. She scaled 124.6 pounds. Her professional record, 4 wins against 8 defeats. She has 1 win coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, please welcome Mikayle, MK Ultra Nabele. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the black with purple trim. She scaled 124 pounds bang on. Her professional record, thus far perfect. 2 fights, 2 victories. Fighting out of Mogadishu, Somalia, by way of London, England. Please welcome Ramla Ali.
Mouthpiece. Okay, ladies, you received the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect? Good, clean fight. Legal punches, here for you. Legal punches, here for you. These are a bit high. Touch gloves, gloves to both feet.
Final instructions from Raul Caiz Jr., and they're ready to go. This is going to be fun. 6 scheduled rounds in the featherweight weight class between 2 spirited competitors. Ramla Ali has her followers wondering how she's going to fare against the very tenacious Mikayle Nabele. Gloves up, they're punched in and on the clock, and we're underway. Opening round. Kevin Skinner, Chris Algieri, Connor Ben again with you. Chris, we talked about this as we were walking over to the arena today. This one, we expect this to be competitive and pretty exciting.
Yeah, this is a big step up fight for Ali. Nabele has been in with some very top female boxers in the sport today. She gave a friend of mine, a fellow New Yorker, Heather Hardy, all she could handle in her pro debut.
So knocked her down in the opening round.
Yeah, knocked her down in the very first round. So one way to start a pro debut, huh?
Yeah, these two don't back down either, Connor. That's the part as a boxing fan you like to see. I mean, there's no waiting, there's no holding back. It's all right, get into the action.
Oh, listen, you know me. I like going in there and getting straight to it and mean business. I mean, they're both trying to dominate the centre of the ring there. And it's shaping up to be a cracking fight. They're both having little exchanges now and then. They're not feeling each other out here. They're going for it.
Good right, just kind of getting through the defenses of Nabele as Ali trying to feel her way through. Remember, caught the boxing bug when she fell in love with the sweet science. She just wanted to temper her weight gain and get in better shape. And suddenly she said, this is a passion of mine. And it grew. Fought 75 amateur fights before making the professional turn.
I really like what I'm seeing from Ali right now. She's fighting long. She's using her jab, her straight right hand there, and actually not forgetting the body either.
Yeah, that left finding the body, opening things up for the right. Quick hands getting through. Nabele started fighting at age 18. A spirited and determined competitor. Began 7-0.
Yeah, she's having trouble closing the distance on Ali. She's using that jab, that nice lateral movement so far. Not making it easy for Nabele to get in there.
And so the opening round comes to its conclusion. Connor, Nabele says that she loves the mental challenge of boxing. It's like a physical chess match out there. She's seen the moves already of Ali. She's going to have to counter.
Definitely. I mean, that's what makes a good fight. As I said earlier, it was a thinking game. It's a game of chess. You're sitting there, you're trying to think about what your opponent's going to throw and what you're going to come back with. It's not just going all gun-ho, all guns blazing. You sort of size up your opponent first rounds, see what they got, and then once you get into your rhythm, you're well on your way.
There's a lot to look at the fighting style of Ali as we take another look. There's that body shot with the left. It seemed to open things up.
Yeah, absolutely. She set that up earlier in the round using a nice long jab and right hand. She was able to catch Nabele with that right hand over the top a few times throughout the round. But then the fact that she went down to the body as well, I really like that. That approach of attacking head and body together, that's high-level stuff.
For Ramla Ali, it's her first fight outside of England. Both previous bouts held at the SSE Arena in London, a pair of 6-rounders. This is her first time in the States, where she calls the Mecca of boxing. And Nabele said, well, she might call it the Mecca of boxing, but I'm going to tell her, welcome to the USA. I plan on making her time here unbearable. We'll see if she can turn things around. Ali already looking fresh and sharp.
Yeah, and you see Nabele in the USA trunks, speaking of that.
Yeah.
Oh, good exchanges there.
Ali getting some leather up on the left chin of Nabele and really starting to pummel now. Some quick hands, throwing fists and making contact.
Yeah, Ali just seems to be quicker, more in control of what she wants to do, and just beating Nabele to the punch on the inside every chance she gets.
Bit of a height advantage, obvious for Ali. Looks like the reach is there too, and the quickness and ability to get through the defense of Nabele already on display.
Yeah, Ali's well in control here. She's letting her hands go and beating to the punch every single time. She's looking really good here.
And for Nabele, the fact that she doesn't mind taking some shots. She says she doesn't mind being hit, but she's really putting up a big target, and she's almost leaning into what Ali's strength seemed to be.
Yeah, she seems like she's a little frustrated at this point. Just seeing her start to lunge now, which is going to play right into the hands of Ali, using that length, that nice lateral movement. Beautiful jab there. Double, triples it up. And Ali just looks very aware. She's got her eyes open. She's seeing what's in front of her, what's given to her by Nabele, and just taking advantage every chance she gets. Oof. Nice body shot combination there.
Able to step out, get away, then lean in. Ali just getting good contact, good extension, and she finds her way. Second round, seemingly much like the first.
Yeah, she snakes that right hand right behind the jab really well, Ali. She's been landing that all night long. She's
really getting the straight shots home with her range, the 1-2s, the jabs landing. I think that's what's setting everything up from the body to the head. She's landed everything.
Yeah, going back to your point, Chris, both of you guys can talk to this, to look at Ali, the way she seems so focused on, her eyes are big, she sees it all, there's a time when, like in American baseball, they say you're seeing the ball like a beach ball because everything is so clear. She has clarity of vision out there, doesn't she?
Yeah, a lot of times you see with big amateur backgrounds, you see those boxers out there, they have those eyes open, they're ready for everything, they're able to change ranges, and they see whatever's given to them.
A couple rights in there in the chin. Nabele starting to feel the contact and feel the heat and weight of punch.
Yeah, you really see the hand speed difference when they're both exchanging on the inside.
Well, Nabele said she thought of chess or boxing as a chess match. So far, it feels like she's going up against Bobby Fischer. This has been one-way traffic of these opening 2 rounds. Let's see if she can turn things around. Connor, if you're looking from Nabele's point of view, what are the adjustments she might need to make here?
Needs to try and be quicker on the feet and establish her own jab. And work her way in there, jab to the head, jab to the body, work your way in, and then let your hands go, and stop letting Ali dictate the pace. That's the important thing. Get through that jab, counter off the jab, and as it goes with exchanging on the insides, she's gonna have to be more selective rather than just throwing.
Talk so much about how Ali's been able to connect, get the extension, make contact, but she's also been able to avoid a lot of what Nabele's been trying to throw.
Yeah, that's because of her judgment of range. She knows she's longer, she knows she's taller, and she's using every inch. Perfect example right there. Hits Nabele and backs out with plenty of room.
Yeah, it's able to move, give herself an elusive target. Nabele just hasn't been able to get the range as of yet.
I'm also impressed with the poise of Ali. Staying very, very calm, not wasting any energy at all, very efficient.
And Nabele seems to have adopted a sort of a full-court press attitude. She's really trying to back Ali up, but Ramla able to move, avoid, then turn around and become offensive again.
What I really like about Ali is that she punches in bunches, 3s and 4s, and she'll let her hands go. She'll establish the jab, and then when Nabele's having a breather, she'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and really don't give her no rest.
Yeah, it just got to feel like an onslaught then, doesn't it? It's just constantly.
And it looks that way.
Under assault. Punches and bunches. Bunches, I like it. A little poetry.
Something like that, you could call it that. Ali's in her rhythm here. I mean, she established a rhythm from the get-go off the jab, and she seems in a rhythm, and I don't think Neville's going to take her out of that.
And Neville trying her best to get inside, but just not able to make any real contact or offer any adversity for Ali, who moves through again, virtually unblemished, and sort of a little bit of a smile, kind of a glimmer in her eye, because she has to feel in control at this point. I mean, sometimes, Connor, we talk about these fights, it's about matchups, and Ali seems to, in every facet, see just have a little tick in her favor. As far as the matchup between the two and how it goes, Ali, her skill set, her movement, height and reach, all of those seem to work in her advantage.
Oh, definitely. Early on in your career, it's about how you're matched, and you know each opponent you get is going to present a different struggle, and you'll have to use different tools that you have in the locker. And you know, today she's using her reach, she's using her speed, and you know, she's thinking in there before she throws.
Chris, we often talk about pacing and boxer mentality. You're sort of giving yourself a chance as we roll back through that second round and see what Ali. Well, you know what? It was so one-sided. We don't need to see it again. Thinking about the pacing now, she's reached halfway through the fight. She's been in control. Does anything change, or just continue with what you've been doing?
No, I don't think so. I mean, she's been so under control and so measured and efficient with her output. I don't think she really needs to change anything. She's not wasting energy. She doesn't seem like she's getting fatigued in any way, shape, or form. So she can go out there and just keep doing what she's doing, stay long, use that jab, let those punches in bunches go like she has been. And, you know, I think she's in a good spot.
You need to copyright that, Connor.
Yeah, the quote the great Connor Ben over here.
Punches in bunches. If she continues in that vein, she's going to be raising her hands again, and obviously carrying the Somalia flag for everyone and anyone that ever wants to pursue boxing glory. First fighter from that nation of either gender to step into the ring, and picked up titles as an amateur in England, as well as in Africa. A true trailblazer in this regard. But she's not content to be just sort of only a trailblazer making steps. She wants to really improve and progress as a boxer. What are the things still left that you're seeing that she might need to improve upon?
Do you know what I'm really liking what I see? Obviously, as you get to higher levels, you will find, you know, faults in your armory, and you'll just have to adjust and work on that. But everything she's doing now, she's doing correctly. She's doing what she's supposed to do. So it's only as she progresses, where she meets fighters on her level or better, where she'll go, I need to work on this, I need to adjust. And you know, you need them fights, because that's how you grow.
And how much of this, Chris, of what we're seeing so far through these 4 rounds is the preparation and in talking about this matchup, or is it just the fact, again, the skill set just everything seems to tick in Ali's favor? No,
I just think Ali's a different level of fighter. You know, she's got someone in front of her who's got a lot more pro experience than her, but it's not showing. You know, Ali's been able to utilize all her assets, all of her strengths, and really Neville has not been able to get her footing underneath her at all.
Final moments of the 4th round, as Ali once again able to notch up some good stuff and finishes with a strong combo, and does well sitting down. Has to feel very confident as things have progressed thus far.
Yeah, very dominant from Ali up until this point. You'd be hard-pressed to give Neville any of those rounds.
Yeah. So looking to go 3 for 3 in professional fights. Ali, so far, really handling her business well through the opening 4 rounds, and looking very much like the fighter she wants to be.
I like that, what we just saw right there in that replay. Stops on a dime, fires 3 punches. She rarely counters with just 1 shot, which is a veteran move even for someone with 3 fights.
Which I really like as well, when they're both engaged. She's not afraid to engage at the same time, because she knows she's quicker, but that takes a lot of confidence as a fighter to engage when the other person's throwing, because you know for a fact you trust in your ability.
Absolutely, and that's really Neville's only shot, is to catch her in the middle of the punching, but Ali is still taking that risk.
Start of round 5. Neville still not backing down, though. I'm just not sure from her position. Talk a little bit about the idea. She's playing from almost down, trying to come up because of the height advantage and protect herself. She spent a lot of time down in a crouch almost.
Yeah, she's working really hard to get inside. It's one of those situations where she works so hard to get there. Once she gets there, she's like, oh, wow, I'm here, and isn't throwing. She really needs to take advantage of that real estate. When she does get inside, she needs to let her hands go. Yeah, even the feints now, she's got Nabele blinking and reacting.
Nabele picked up fighting, got into boxing because she wanted to be able to defend herself, wanted to push herself and be able to handle things if anybody stepped to her and gave her any trouble. And she said, I got bit by the bug. I just love the lifestyle. She likes the physical aspect, doesn't mind getting hit, likes to mix it up, and we've seen some of that.
Good right hand there from Nabele. She led with a body shot and then a right hand over the top that landed pretty clean.
The hard part for Mikayle at this point is that anytime she's actually done anything to give herself a little bright spot, Ali has answered with something in return. It's got to feel like you're climbing an incline.
Yeah, she's always just too short on the combinations. Ali definitely sidesteps all the movements. Good body shot there by Ali. Mixing things up.
Oh, caught the chin with that right, just getting the head to snap back a bit. Nabele, well, no worse for wear, but she has to feel as if there's just compounding pressure, constant.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Ali's pop too. You know, looks like she's got some heat on those punches as well. She's been popping Mikayle's head up with jabs and right hands.
And the 5th round comes to its conclusion, and that leaves just one left. So the penultimate round, much like the first 4. And now we'll see if Ali can finish off her business. This is important here, Connor. Do you get the feeling from her that she wants to finish this with a flourish and get the knockout, or is this a fight where she wants to just get through and...
I don't think she's got a rush now, the 6th round. She's looked great in the previous 5. Why now rush it and potentially make it scrappy when she's been so composed? She's let her shots go. She's shown her class, her elegance in doing what she's doing. So, I mean, again, if it was me, I'd go in here and try and knock him out. You know, but at the end of the day, that ain't always the right way. And I think she's made good calls all night. Why ruin it by looking scrappy in round 6?
See, and you said during the Amari Jones that you started to grow, you were poised, maturing. Look at that mentality you have now. You're recognizing it as you go along.
He's got that. That's not going away.
Yeah, staying.
But true, it does beg the point, though. There is, I mean, for Nabele to have any sort of shot, she needs Ali to make a mistake here, doesn't she?
Absolutely. I think she's got to time her, punch with her like she has been, get into position where she can actually land a shot, and she's just got to throw heat here because she's really behind the 8 ball when it comes to scoring.
Yeah, she'll need something big, and we'll see if Ali even offers any sort of target because Ramla still moving well, sticking, but here's Nabele trying to up the ante.
Nabele's bringing it in this last round, though. She knows the situation she's in.
Fitting here in Vegas, she's pushed all in. This is it. Final round. Looking to land a couple uppercuts, get a combination going.
See, Nabele's actually doing now what I was talking about last round. She's letting her hands go on the inside and actually landing some shots. Ooh, rushing in. Ooh, nice overhand right there by Nabele. Catches Ali as she's circling to her left.
Ali's been so sharp for the earlier rounds. I wonder what it would have been like if it was a 10-round fight. Because Nabele seems to be coming on strong, and you could sort of see that 10 rounds would probably be more suitable to her style. As you can see, she's coming in. It's like she's just warmed up now.
Yeah, that's a great point. Her output has tripled since the earlier rounds.
Exchanging connections, starting to fight. That was still looking for that massive contact, and here comes the full court press.
Nabele finding a home for that right uppercut. She keeps throwing it in this round. Seems like it's just missing, but
yeah,
good shot.
The dance from Ali to just start to the avoidance pattern here, just to get out of the way.
Yeah, definitely saw a lot less combination punching from Ali in this 6th round. Ooh, good right hand there.
And the late push from Mikayle Nabele. And they've come to the conclusion. Ramla Ali poised to make the step to 3-0 as a professional, but give Mikayle Nabele, she knew, final round, got to go, and she was all in.
She done a lot better that last round. Probably the closest round out of the whole 6. I mean, I still think Ali won the last round, but you could see Nabele was coming on strong.
So Ramla Ali, in her first fight outside of England, welcomes the Las Vegas native, or is welcomed by the Las Vegas native, but makes the better showing for the day. And we expect the judges to have seen it in the same regard.
Here we see that overhand right there from Nabele that we were talking about. Probably the best punch she landed in the fight tonight. She really picked up in the 6th round. She knew where she was at in terms of scoring and had to go for a big push. Like Connor said, she probably still didn't win the round, but it was by far her best round based on output.
Yeah, there was a concerted effort to really get inside, really start to try to make the contact, but those gloves just not finding solid contact enough, and Ali did everything she could to get out of that round unscathed. And she seems poised to emerge from this fight in much the same fashion. So if indeed that's the way they see it, what's the upside? What do we see from Ali going forward?
She's got to keep moving forward this way, keep progressing. She did a great job tonight. She was super sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing here at the Michelob Ultra Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards. Eric Cheek, Tim Cheatham, and Adelaide Bird all scored this bout identically, 60-54. For your winner, by unanimous decision, she's still undefeated, Ramla Ali.
There's a tremendous upside for boxing to have some success from Ramla Ali. Obviously, the name synonymous with boxing, but what she brings to it, the notoriety outside the ring, but she certainly